Hey, Herman, where's Louie at? Hey, take a picture. Here we go. Ready? Here, let me get it ready. All right, there you go. Snap a picture. Louie, Louie. Hey, Louie. All right, so it's Wednesday. D, is it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday, yes, Wednesday.
Okay, it's Wednesday. It was yesterday, Tuesday. I said it was Monday. And of course, everybody had fun with me. My excuse is that the NASCAR race was on Monday. So I thought it was Monday yesterday. All right. Today we have Catching Up with Mark Martin on the Kenny Wallace Show. So if you don't mind, go on over there and check that out. That's a great conversation with Mark the Kid Martin out of Batesville, Arkansas. I asked Mark, I said, Mark, who gave you that nickname, Mark the Kid Martin? A really good answer. Somebody I would have never thought about. But that person also gave him the nickname Captain Crunch, and he didn't like that. Mark had a couple wrecks early in his ASA career, and that person that called him Mark the Kid Martin also called him Captain Crunch, and Mark did not like that. So anyway, check out Mark. He's a wonderful listen, and boy, he's really good at telling stories, and I enjoy Mark. We have had a lifelong friendship, and Mark is a very, very dear friend of mine, and we stay in touch a lot. So check out Mark Martin. He's up right now on all social media, especially YouTube. That's where the Kenny Wallace Show is. And that falls under Kenny Conversation, and we call it Catching Up. We've done one with Brother Rusty, now Mark. And Mark Martin he went to eat in America's oldest building. That was really cool listen too. So I don't want to tell you too much more. But go check Mark out. Who called him Captain Crunch? Who was it? And Mark and Arlene, his wife, and Matt, his son, they ate in America's oldest building. Really interesting in all his travels. He talks about IROC. And of course, we talk about Scott Bloomquist, which you've already seen. But check it out, Mark the Kid Martin out of Batesville, Arkansas. When I was a kid, I loved announcing. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the world center of speed, Daytona International Motor Speedway, Daytona Beach, Florida. Hello, I'm Ken Squire. And no, you're not. All right. Thought I'd do a coffee with Kenny. So not, as you know by now, not every day I do a coffee with Kenny. If I want to do one, I got to have something to say. So what I want to have to say is I have a lot of things coming up right now, so Trackside Live originated. It started when Marcus Smith, the owner of SMI. Marcus Smith owns Charlotte Motor Speedway. He owns Bristol. He owns all these racetracks. Well, Marcus called me about 3 years ago, and Marcus says, Kenny Wallace, we want you to bring back that old speed show. And I said, well, we got to get John Roberts. And we went after Wendy Venturini, and it's been a hell of a show. And it's just a really good show. And we go to the racetracks about 10, 11 times a year. Worldwide Technology Raceway, they call it Kenny Wallace Live. So we go, and about, thousands. I've shown you the pictures. I've documented. So the next one is going to be Bristol and Atlanta. So we got 2 more to do. Atlanta called. We were not supposed to go to Atlanta. And Ted Allstat, who runs that track down there, he said, Herman, will you come to Atlanta? We want you and John Roberts and Wendy, we want you to do a Trackside Live show for the start of the playoffs. So Atlanta is race number 1 of the NASCAR playoffs. So I'll be back there with John Roberts and Wendy, and we will do Trackside Live, and we interview the greatest drivers. We talk about it all. Before we start interviewing the drivers, we come out on stage. I do Ric Flair, do the string dance, get everybody going, maybe throw out some free stuff. And we talk about it, but then we bring up all today's greatest drivers. Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin. And it is just like NASCAR race day built by the Home Depot. And I want to thank you all for making that so successful. So I have two more of those, Bristol and Atlanta. So I have to reduce some of my racing at the end of this year. See, I had 2 months off, so I went racing. Hey, Wallace, you sure are racing a lot. That's because I'm not doing any. I had the 2-month break, so there was no Trackside Lives. So I'll be back on the road, 2 more Trackside Lives. It will be once again, I'm repeating myself, I know, but it's going to be, maybe 3 hours before the race starts. I think the one at Bristol is at 4 o'clock. Yes, 4 o'clock. And then the one in Atlanta is 12 o'clock. Now, Atlanta's going to be a lot of fun. They asked me to introduce. So Atlanta is the start of the NASCAR playoffs, race number 1, and they want Kenny Wallace to announce the top 16. And I'm going to go, my name is Kenny Wallace. So they know who's talking. Then I'm going to say, are you ready to hear the top 16 in the NASCAR championship playoffs? And then I'm going to go, 16th spot out of San Bernardino, California. He's the wild child, Sheldon Haudenschild. So, 15th. And I did it at Bristol a couple years ago, and it was a big hit. My daughter Brittany was up there, and she says, oh, my God, Dad. We were thinking, that sounds like Dad. You were so good, Dad. So anyway, that's bringing you up to speed. Now listen, this Friday I cannot race local. So there you go, everybody. For all of you that are mad at me that I'm racing too much, I thought you was retired. I am retired. I'm doing what I want to do. So this week, no racing Peevely, no Quincy, no Brownstown, no Highland. This Friday, I'm flying out to Sacramento, California. I'm getting an Avis rent-a-car. And I'm driving up to Chico, California for the big one, the $100,000 to win high limit race. That is their biggest, that is their Knoxville Nationals on the West Coast. That is the one that Kyle Larson, Brad Sweet, Rico Abreu, that's the one they all want to win. It's a big race, but it's a big ass party. So I'll be there Friday night. Come see me. And then Saturday, we're going to do Dirt Side Live. I'm going to be on stage. We're going to be interviewing all the big boys, hopefully Corey Day. And I don't think Kyle Larson's going to be there. He'll be running NASCAR. But all the big boys will be there. So this week, Friday night and Saturday, I'll be out there at Silver Dollar Speedway, Chico, California. And come to find out, that is their West Coast. That is the biggest event for the wing sprint cars. Chico, California, Silver Dollar Speedway. They call it the Gold Cup. They call it the Gold Cup. There you go. Tell me more about it because I'm coming into your world. I love open wheel. I started coming to the Chili Bowl, and I made a lot of friends. And that's been my relationship with all the open wheel people has been going on for a long time. I've been to the open wheel events, so I will see you all this weekend out there for the Gold Cup. All right, I think that was it. I just wanted to bring y'all up to speed. What's up? The Herminator's going to be, I think, around September 28th, 29th. Kim and I take off for the Canadian Rockies. And respond right here. Have you been to Fairmont Chateau? Have you been on the Gold Star train? We're going to go on that train. We got a cruise set up in December after the Dome. We're going on a cruise after the Dome. A week after the Dome, we're going on a cruise. So listen, I'm loaded up. I've been working hard on that race car. I'm going to finish strong this year. My last dirt race this year will probably be the Dome, but like for points and all that will probably be a Modified Mania over at Tri-City Speedway, Granite City, Illinois. But we'll still racing. We'll be racing here and there and everywhere, even in your underwear. That rhymes. I'm still a kid. I just say stuff that rhymes. Oh, soly moly, go around a turn, eat a booger. All right, then, I guess that's it, everybody. Respond right here. Are you going to be anywhere I'm going to be? Are you going to be at Bristol? Are you going to be at Atlanta? Are you going to be at the High Limit Race in Chico? Are you going to be on vacation with me? Are you going to the Canadian Rockies? Are you going to be on our cruise? Are you going to be at the Dome? Louie, say goodbye.